Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max, and I'm back with another Pauper League. And I'm going to be playing some more of this Mardu Initiative deck today. Been having so much fun with this deck on my channel. Go check it out. It's youtube.com/snapbolt. This is the fourth league for my channel that I'm recording with this deck. And we are crushing so far. So far, we are 13-2. We've gone 4-1 twice and 5-0 once. Let's see if we can keep that going. I'd love another 5-0, another 4-1. Of course, I'll take that. So just absolutely crushing with this Mardu initiative build. This is based on my Boros initiative deck. I've gone through quick deck decks in the last couple videos, so you can always check those out. Again, my channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. Go there and subscribe if you like my content. It's really the best way to support me, so thanks so much for that. I'll just go through a couple thoughts on this deck, where it's at now, and what I'm thinking about changing, and then we'll get right into a league. Let's keep it quick. I added a land. We added a Shattered Landscape at the end of the last video. I'm excited to try that. I like going up to 21 lands. I still like the 4 Prismatic Strands. Somebody suggested going down on the Monarch and Initiative package. That's reasonable because they're so expensive, but I'm going to keep it for now. Our removal suite, 1 Thraben Charm, 1 Cast Down, 1 Terminate main. I think that's reasonable. I like where this is at. The 1 Faithless Looting, everyone keeps kind of complaining about it, for lack of a better word, and it has been pretty mediocre. I just thought of maybe we could replace it with, oh god, I'm so bad with card names. The new plot one where you discard 1, draw 2. Because a lot of times with looting, I want to wait until I find like a strands anyway to cast the looting. But with highway robbery, it always comes to me in a second. With highway robbery, we could plot, and then when we draw strands, then we could cast it for free. So that could be a decent replacement for looting. Although 1 mana, this being able to flash back, discard lands in the late game, I think looting is still pretty reasonable there. I like the sideboard as well. Thraben Charm hasn't been that good yet, but I think if I play against decks like Dredge or Familiars or just decks where it really like can shine. I guess it doesn't even shine. I don't even think I bring it in against Familiars, but graveyard combo decks where you can exile their graveyard to really get them. I think that's where it gets better. Another card I'm considering cutting is Inspiring Overseer. It's been fine. It's just like clunky, kind of expensive. Maybe there's something better we can do. Maybe we could find the 4th Gallblast. We could cut like Paladin for Gallblast, but Initiative's good in multiples. Anyway, not too much changed. Just doing really well with the deck. Can't wait to keep playing it. I'm having so much fun. Let's go round 1. Hey, welcome to round 1. We're against an opponent we played recently. Would you like to play first? Yes. And sure. I actually forget what deck they were playing last time, but we got removal and we got strands and we got mana. So let's keep black red bridge so we can cast down or Gallblast early if we draw it on top land. Is it mono blue Fae? Blue black terror maybe? That's what it seems like. Let's just kill this now while they're tapped out so we don't get spell pierced or anything. Pass the turn. These strands probably aren't going to be the best in this matchup. They just are passing the turn. I kind of want to just play Dawnbringer next turn. I'm just going to play Bridge Pass. Because maybe they play some like Brainstorm into Thought Scour, Milla, Deep Analysis or something, and I want to exile that. And I don't think like attacking for 1 really matters. Tolarian Terror, Brainstorm, and another Mental Note, Thought Scour. So how many spells? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I should be able to exile a spell, hopefully keep them off Terror for a little bit longer. I mean, they could have another Mental Note, Preordain, Ponder, that sort of thing here. Also feels like they have Counterspell, so maybe my Dawnbringer gets countered. We'll see. And then just exile a random spell. I don't know if it matters which one. Maybe gain 2 life is even better because then turns the 5 damage creatures, it adds like another turn to the clock potentially, but I don't know. Obviously, this draw is not exactly what we want in this matchup. We want Cleansing Wildfire, we want Monarch, we want initiative creatures. I guess we bring in. I was gonna say, I guess we bring in the Thraben Charm, but is that even good? Just like spend a card to exile their graveyard? I don't even know if that's good. Alright, this cast down's probably gonna get countered as well. Brutal. Drew both our Dawnbringers, which are our non-cantripping creatures. I think I don't want to play Dawnbringer. I think I'm just gonna pass the turn. Maybe there's a good spell I can exile out of their graveyard. They have 5 cards in hand. Yeah, it's just like really not looking good here. I will cast a Strands just to put it in the graveyard. That'll be nice in case we like draw a Monarch or initiative creature to have one in the yard. Plus I get to fog for 5, so I'm gonna do that. This game's not looking good though. I'm already feeling like I'm so far behind. Name blue. And I'll F6. Mono blue terror though. Boomerang. Boomerang's pretty bad against us. Don't like that art. I like it. The other art of the guy going this way. Flaring Terror is actually kind of sick art. I like it. Mental Note, Mill, Delver, Thought Scour. And they have 5 cards in hand. I'm sure they have some counters. I think we're going to have to go for the cast down. We don't have to do it yet. We could just take a hit, do it at like the end of their turn. I also still don't think I'm playing Dawnbringer. I don't think it does that much. I could gain 2 life with it, I suppose, but can do that later. I wonder if we just go for cast down now. It just feels like they haven't had to use a counterspell yet, and they've been representing it. They put a land into their graveyard. They've gone through over almost half their deck, and they don't have a counterspell revealed in the graveyard yet, so it's pretty likely that they have one in hand. Serpent. Okay. Let's try to kill the terror. Can pay for 1 spell pierce and pay for ward. Counterspell. The only reason this doesn't get countered is if they just don't want to counter it because they have like they just want to save their counters. Oh, boomerang their own terror. I mean, that's good. That's a good use of their boomerang, but it's better than it getting countered. Wow, we're just not drawing anything. I'm going to take another hit. I'm not going to play the land in case I draw the 1 Faithless Looting. Play another land. They have 4 cards in hand, and one of them is a Serpent. I'm going to take 6 here. And then they're going to play Tolarian Terror, and I can Strand next turn. Shattered Landscape. I can cycle. Yeah, let's cycle. Didn't think that would be my first use of Shattered Landscape, but here we are. Okay. Inspector's not bad, actually. Do I want to play land now? I think so. I'm not going to crack Clue yet because I'm going to flashback Strands this turn. So they definitely have counterspell the way they thought for so long. Maybe they don't have it and they're trying to fake me out, but sure. So I'm going to go block, flashback Strands. If they counter that, then that's fine. Maybe I just block only Cryptic Serpent. Draw 3. That's brutal. I'll let them counter Strands if they want to. Lorien reveal that probably just puts us away here. This was probably the worst draw I've had in all these leagues. Let's just go block here. I think just one block is fine, because if it gets countered, I don't want to lose both my creatures. And if it doesn't get countered, then it doesn't matter how I block. And then we'll crack Clue. I wonder if they're even thinking about countering this. Pro Blue, we'll crack Clue. If we draw a Gallblast, we could go for it. Okay, Familiar isn't very good even. Would have been good earlier when they were down to 3 cards. But I'm still going to cast it, obviously. Ardent Elementalist is good. Ephemerate could be good. They're cycling Lauren revealed? 1, 2, 3. I wonder if they have another Lorian. I wanted to play another land. I think I lead on Cleansing Wildfire myself. We also get 4 Pyroblast post board, so that helps a ton. Killing and countering their big stuff. Direct use the ability, yes. I think I get Plains. Actually, I don't need another black source. Another land. Let's go Familiar. Maybe they discard like a Deep Analysis here, and then I Dawnbringer Cleric it. It's a Spell Pierce. Okay. Now I'm gonna go. Still don't really want to play Dawnbringer. I think I'll just attack for 1. Not play Mountain. Pass. And I'll try to do the same block as last time. Inspector on Serpent, then cast Strands from hand. The problem for me is they could have another Spell Pierce. But okay, they mill a Boomerang. They Mental Note. Mill Torrentier, Cryptic Serpent. We might be able to run them out of threats here. Where are their counterspells at? Brainstorm Island. 17 cards in library. Deep Analysis. Okay, let's see if they flash it back. 15 cards in library. Play another land. Wow. I'm going to go block. Play a Strands. Hopefully it doesn't get Spell Pierced. It doesn't. Okay. And this buys us a lot of time. Delver. Okay. Delver's fine. Nice. Now I can eat this Deep Analysis. Another land is terrible. Yeah, they're going to counter it. Okay. I'm going to not play a land. I don't think it helps us that much to play it. I'm going to have to draw something. Our draw was bad like from the beginning and just stayed bad. Strands is pretty bad in this matchup. Down to 12 cards in library. 5 cards in hand now. Another Deep Analysis. Oh, Murmuring Mystic. Yeah, that's going to kill us. Maybe I don't even flashback the Strands this turn. Maybe I just chump. No flashback Strands at all. No, I should just do it now, probably. I'm gonna go for the chump actually. Take 5, go to 4. Probably gonna be dead to Mystic, but again, I'm probably dead anyway. Just got flooded. Drew double Strands, not that good in this matchup. Drew double Dawnbringer, which is also surprisingly pretty bad because we want to draw cards with all of our creatures. Late to dinner. I can wait to dinner and Novice Inspector. I mean, I'm going to do that. It's going to get countered. We've still only seen 1 counterspell, and they have 4 in their deck. So they're for sure going to have more counters. this resolves, I think I just crack Clue right now, but I doubt it's going to resolve. There's no way in Mono Blue Terror that you just don't have 4 counters. They've shown triple Boomerang. Okay, this resolved. We got a food. That's something. Crack Clue, not food. Galvanic Blast. I can't kill this. I can blast Delver, or I can blast one of these. Or I can try to. I need to play around second Spell Pierce now, I think, so I need to play Mountain. Plus I can go Blast plus Crack Food now. Murmuring Mystic is just going to kill us. There's nothing we can do about that, I don't think. Really wishing I had the 3rd cast down, or, 2 cast down, 1 terminate in this matchup. So maybe that's what we want overall in the deck, but in other matchups it can be pretty mediocre. I feel like even in this matchup, Raven Charm doesn't do anything. What did they reveal? Brainstorm. I think I'm not gonna. I don't need to bolt the Delver yet. I want to focus on getting Murmuring Mystic off the table, which is looking pretty tough here. I could honestly just save time, but we're ahead on time, so might as well just keep playing. Like, even from my opening hand, once I realized I was against Mono Blue Terror, I was just like, I'm dead. I knew I was dead. And then I drew pretty poorly from there. So keep trying. Maybe there's a world where they draw too many cards and then we can somehow keep fogging. But where are their other 3 counterspells? Boomerang targeting Novice Inspector. I guess I go for Strands. It's going to get countered, I think. Maybe they let it resolve, though. Just the full quad Boomerang, huh? No snaps, just playing Boomerang instead. For what exactly? Just to bounce lands, maybe? Because maybe they have Boomerang main, Hoodwink sideboard. Then they go on. They can go on like a tempo plan. I guess Boomerang's pretty good against Ponza. You bounce the land that has Utopia Sprawl on it. Yeah, that's probably why. Makes sense, honestly. Counterspell. Yep. Now we need to draw like Faithless Looting into Ardent Elementalist plus Strands into Ephemerate or something. Okay, so now I'm at 4. I can crack food. Let's see if this Gallop Blast resolves. Could try to Gallop Blast the Mystic, but I'm going to have to chain Strands here anyway. Let's go to blocks. I guess that was wrong. I should have actually tried to kill the Mystic maybe, and then blocked the Delver. Or no, then I die. Never mind. Okay. We block like this, crack food to survive, and then somehow hope to keep surviving. Lorien revealed. Nice. I have 2 counters left. Goliath Paladin. I don't think that's what we need now. Could have used that like 10 turns ago. Strands? So I can block one bird and I die. Deep analysis. Okay, they got us. GG's. GG. Not over yet. Honestly, having one breath weapon for their Mystic doesn't seem too bad. I actually don't like Dawnbringer at all. I don't like strands that much either. It's okay to have, I think, some number of strands, but I don't think I want too many strands. Raven Charm killing their creature seems pretty difficult. One breath weapon. I mean, I could just try to hope to answer Murmuring Mystic with Pyro or removal spell, but I think one breath weapon seems okay. I think I want all the Gal Blast for Delver. Maybe I cut the looting. Yeah, I like this plan. I think strands is good. Like you saw how much time it bought us there, but if we had multiple strands in our opening hand, that was like a game loss because of it in this matchup specifically. Obviously against aggro decks like mono red, we want all the strands we can get, but in this matchup, drawing a lot of them early and not drawing things that cantrip like Cleansing Wildfire, Inspiring Overseer, Refurbished Familiar to some extent, the Inspectors, those are what we want because then we keep drawing lands, we find more stuff, we keep, finding more threats, we find Ephemerate, we just like kind of get the ball rolling, but we never did that in that game, so we just kind of flopped down from turn one. All right, let's go game two. All right, game two. Let's see if we can fight back. Would you like to play first? Yes. Man. I love the Inspector. I love the Cleansing Wildfire, Familiar, everything, but we just can't keep. Not on the play. All right, this is a lot better. What land are we putting back? We're putting back one of these lands. Maybe we don't need Rustvale Bridge, actually. Because I could with this hand, I can go Plains, Inspector, turn two, play another Inspector, play the Coldmire Bridge, and then have Mountain to have all three colors. Makes sense to me. Opponent kept 7, so lucky. See if we get Force Spike on this Novice Inspector. Not playing around it. Okay. Inspector into Inspector. Start cracking some clues. We're cantripping the hard way here. They mill a Spell Pierce that's still in their deck. That's kind of surprising. I guess we have a lot of removal. They bounce a Goldmire Bridge. I'm actually fine with that. I don't think I want to just use Ephemerate to get another clue. I think I'd rather just start cracking clues. I just don't like Boomerang that much. Maybe it's a big enough of a tempo swing here. We'll see. Cleansing Wildfire, that's nice. I think I do want to... I only saw like one Force Spike. I'm just going to attack and then go for the Cleansing Wildfire. If it gets Force Spike, it gets Force Spike. I have another one. I get to play my tap land this turn. I think it's just too efficient not to. I don't want to just be too scared of counters because they're going to basically have that up for most of the game. I guess they can Boomerang Goldmire Bridge in response here, yeah. Okay, counter. Find a trade for a counter spell. See, that would have been a good use of Boomerang. Bounce the bridge in response. They get another land, so they have land and then 5 other unknowns in hand. And they have 5 spells in the yard. So like the Raven Charming their graveyard right now or last turn would have been good, but it's just so hard to actually time that and have that happen. Playing 2 terrors. What is this? It's pretty good. Can try to go for block ephemerate. And there's a strand. I don't need to strands yet. I'm going to just try to develop my mana. Get another mountain. Another Goliath Paladin. I think I go for block ephemerate because if it doesn't work out, it's okay for me. Let's risk our Novice Inspector over the Thraben because I would rather have my Thraben in play. Look at this art. Counterspell. We're going aggro. Boomerang targeting the Inspector. Sure. Take 5. Third terror, jeez. Now I need to play Inspector, play Strands. Okay, I have a good line now. Because I can play Inspector, I can block one of them and then Gallic Blast it. I can't also play the Strands though because I have to pay for Ward because that card's insane. I could also just play Prismatic Strands this turn to get it in the graveyard, then go for Goliath Paladin, and then maybe stabilize from there. I think that's what I do, actually. So let's go for Strands. Let's do it before we declare blockers to see if it resolves. Okay, snap resolved. So it's just fog. It's in the graveyard. And then now we just slam Goliath Paladin, pray it resolves. Because then we could forge, and then, oh man, we do need more Strands now. Their board is so massive. Okay. Well, I actually have a really good line here. Goliath Paladin, get Swamp, play Refurbished Familiar, have Flashback Strands up, discard their last card. This is a path to victory, potentially. Still tough because their board is big, but I'm going to get a big Goliath Paladin next turn. And I can upkeep Strands to make sure it resolves because they won't have any cards. Last card was Brainstorm. That's an insane board. Okay, let's upkeep Strands. Only have 1 Strands left in the deck, so gonna need to draw more creatures and stuff. Name blue. Forge onto Paladin. Play another Paladin. And I have 5 blockers, and one of my things eats one of theirs. So I could actually be okay. Especially if they didn't draw anything that good. I could draw like a Pyroblast here. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Slam this. And then also play Inspector. They drew, okay, I was like, they drew Counterspell? They did draw Brainstorm, but it's not Counterspell yet. So we're going to go into Trap. We could go into Arena. They're going to attack anyway, though, right? Might as well just trap them because they're actually... This actually puts them to 10, so this potentially puts them like in range. Hopefully they didn't draw another bounce spell. Brainstorm to consider, mill the other card. It's a land. No attacks, I don't think. I could attack with Refurbished Familiar, but then I'm opening myself up to a bounce spell, but I guess I don't really want to block with all 5 anyway. Do I attack with Refurbished Familiar, put them to 8, then I could kill with Galv Blasts. And then I still have a bunch of blockers back. I think I do want to do that, actually. It's a little greedy, but I don't care too much about them taking the initiative as long as I survive. Wow. Wow. Okay. Everybody talks crap on Goliath Paladin, but man, this card has been good. The Vigilance is good. They're like, oh, it doesn't kill that fast. If you forge onto it, 5 mana, 5/8 Vigilance, it protects the initiative and clocks them. Trap deals them so much damage that we just got there. Wow. The Strands was good too. Oh, Breath Weapon would have been horrible. Do we just want like another Strands? I have the one Thraben Charm in my deck still too. I guess that can kill their stuff. Maybe I just want both Thraben Charms, because if I am able to build up some creatures, I could use Thraben Charm to kill one of their things. And I can keep them off of it on a weird draw, potentially. I can also exile like a Deep Analysis with it, but that's so bad. Use a card to do that. It's not that often I'm going to have so many creatures in play, I don't think. And we didn't even draw a Pyroblast. Wow. I'll just keep the one Breath Weapon for Murmuring Mystic. It could like allow us to get out in a weird late game situation. Oh, wait. How many Gal Blasts do I have? Oh, I kept them in for Delver. Maybe they sided them out, but I don't know. I have to keep it in, I think. Plus, it just lets me kill them. I'm going to keep this hand. Could get boomeranged pretty hard with this hand, but so be it. Yeah, they have the Hoodwink. So they're gonna like get me essentially. I have to discard a card. Sure. I'll just discard a Drossforge Bridge. On the play, just going for the mana denial plan. Hopefully they just brainstorm lock themselves. This might be a Thraben Charm exile your graveyard type of game. I may even want to play untap land to do so. They mill Murmuring Mystic, 4 cards in yard. And they didn't have another land. Of course, I draw Thraben. Maybe it was wrong to not be playing the Goldmire Bridge for that reason. Oh wait, I can actually go Ancient Dead, Thraben, Refurbished Familiar this turn. It might allow them to play a Terror. Most likely they will, but that's gotta be the line. Just allows me to resolve both these value creatures. Oh, and they get to discard a spell in order to definitely play Terror. But I still think this is the play. Discard a counter spell. Wow. If they just play one Terror, that's okay. Island cycling. Not double Terror, please. Oh, they can't double Terror yet. They have 6 spells in graveyard right now. Okay. Maybe they leave up Counterspell, and then they're planning to play like multiple Terrors on their next turn, and then we go to our end step. They play a couple spells, tap out, like Thought Scours and stuff, and then I exile their graveyard, keep them off of Terrors. That's what we want. That's what we want to happen. We got this. We got this. And even with 2 creatures resolved in play, this is still 2 mana, 4 damage, which is pretty bad in this matchup. Oh, they can play Terror for 1 mana. Oh yeah, it's duh. Of course they can. Okay. So now I want to play untapped land and then go for block here, galvanic blast here to try to kill it and pay for ward. Alternatively, I can take a hit for 5, attack for 2, crack clue, play Goldmire Bridge, but I like the Galv Blast line better. I don't want to Thraben Charm their graveyard. Maybe they have another terror, but maybe I do it now. Keep them off of playing any other terrors. Like, maybe I need to do it now. I'm gonna do it now. Now I just have to hope their hand is like all tears and they can't cantrip and they can't cast them. I'm gonna take 5. Deepen. Oh, Murmuring Mystic. Jeez. Okay, we can kill the Murmuring Mystic. We're not out of this game yet. Definitely just kill it right now. And now do I want to go for the block Galvanic Blast line? I don't think I need to. I can just attack for 3, crack clue. Go to 10. Yeah, hopefully their hand is all terrors. Brainstorm. Uh-oh. Both double Mystic down. Okay. I didn't want to go for the block Galvanic Blast line and get 2 for 1 if I can help it, so I'd rather wait a little bit and draw more cards. Spell. Jesus. Why am I keep getting into these positions where I'm cycling Shattered Landscape? It's horrible for me. Okay, so if I go for Blast, pay ward, can't cycle now anyway. I think I might as well just play Rustvale Bridge. They're a good player. Excuse me, they're gonna let me pay for ward. So there's no way I also cycle. If I go bridge, attack with familiar. I could go no attack, but I'm not almost dead here, so I can wait a little bit longer. Then I just go block, and then end of turn, Galblast the Terror, pay ward. Hope no Spell Pierce. Oh, I should have played Untapped Land to play around Spell Pierce. No reason to play bridge there. Oh man, we might get punished here. I wonder if I just cycle because of that. And then try to block here next turn. Seemed like they were trying to play a terror, but they couldn't. But who knows? Maybe I do go for cycle. Could draw Ephemerate. I could draw Pyroblast. I could draw... There's so many things I can draw. It's got the 1 damage on it, though. Oh, God. I don't want to get Spell Pierced. That could cost me this match. Come on. Feels really bad. fact that they discarded Counterspell earlier to refurbish Familiar, they probably have another one. Cycle Warrior Reveal, they definitely have Counterspell. I realized it just a little too late to play around Spell Pierce. 3 cards in hand, 6 lands out. We're at 5. If I don't draw anything, just have to slam Goliath Paladin. Cryptic Serpent. Okay. Strands. Strands is freaking tempting. But if they have counter, I lose either way. Because I can't flashback Strands right now, no white creature in play. Oh man, I'm just kicking myself here. Just gonna play this. Yeah. GG's. Good match. There was no need to. I had an untap land in my hand at the end of the game. It was just a straight up punt. Who knows if we would have gotten there anyway. I forget exactly what the board was. Did they have 2 untapped mana? They could have countered anyway. But then maybe they have to use that counter. And they're stuck with a Spell Pierce in hand. And I was pretty close to stabilizing with potentially initiative plus Strands. But feel bad there. 0-1. Let's go round 2. Can't play perfectly all the time. All right, round 2. We're against Maribvibes. Maribvibes. Definitely played this opponent before. His hand looks great. This is more what we want to see. Ooh, mono red. Nice. I enjoy playing this matchup. We're on the draw, which sucks, but probably just need to Wildfire Hunt too, honestly. We'll see. I could go Inspector plus Second Bridge. That might be good. Synth. No land? Okay. They play land. Play Blast Runner. It's pretty good. Raven does save me 1 damage, but Wildfire now gets me up to 4 mana, allowing me to play a 4-drop next turn. This only really saves me 1 damage. Oh, I can't play a 4-drop next turn anyway. Yeah, I think I should save the 1 damage. Unless I would have had to draw an untapped land to play a 4-drop. On the draw here is just tough. Hold out the Rebirth. Trigger this. Hit a Great Furnace. Play a Bushwhacker. We're super dead. Could just chain some Strands here, though. Especially if they have some lands in hand. We're at 6. We drew a Gal Blast. Okay. Let's lead on Wildfire ourselves. We'll Gal Blast the Blast Runner. I guess I could draw multiple Familiars. Terminate. We're going to 2, so we're most likely dead. Mono Red's been having some good draws against us. I don't know if you've watched the last league, round 4, game 3. They attacked for 16 on turn 3 after I killed their 1-drop. If I don't kill this, they can sack Lackey. If I try to, like, if I had killed Lackey on my turn, sure, they don't get to draw later, but I can't risk them hitting for more damage. I'm at 2 and get bolted. GG. Okay. I bring in the Gorilla Shamans, the Dawnbringers, the breath weapons. Side out a lot of this stuff. This. And what's my last cut? Terminate? Terminate gets a lot worse because like you don't usually want to like terminate one of their creatures. You want to like strands into breath weapon or just breath weapon all their creatures away. Have a couple removal spells for their goblin blast runners. And I like going down to one monarch, one initiative in this matchup specifically. Because you really just need to stabilize and then you win however, it doesn't matter. Alright, we got them all. They kept 7. If we like drew a bridge, this hand is good, but if we don't draw a bridge like on our first draw step on the second turn, then we still can't even wildfire early. If we draw any land, we can strand, but we're still like far away from doing anything. Alright, this looks a lot better. Just put back this expensive crap and keep spells that we can cast. It's gonna be tough. They have 7 cards. Epicure. Alright, I'm down to just Dawnbringer. If they like kill it on their turn, then that's fine. If they don't, then I'm in a good spot. Kuldotha Rebirth. Or just Chain Lightning the Dawnbringer. Oh, implement. No land for them. Okay. Pass. Now we have to hope they miss a couple times because we're low on resources ourselves. Ourselves. We're in this together. Ourselves. They're gonna draw, get 3/1/1s. Need them to miss one more on land one more time. No, they don't. Another Epicure, sure. Do I go for the Ephemerate gain 4? I don't think so. I can use this to like play around a removal spell on my guy. Okay. I think the same still holds. Like, even with this many creatures out, are their attacks that good? Not really. Okay. Let's go block. Oh, I meant to Gal Blast. Dang it. Meant to Gal Blast and just didn't. Mountain. It's gonna be tough. Okay, well I can kill that. Double Tomb Raider, wow. Wonder if I need to play one of the Ephemerates right now. I think I do. Okay. That's what we needed. That keeps us going. Another synth. Another Tomb Raider. I get to eat one of their creatures plus fog here. If we win this game, it's still pretty incredible. Prevent all damage from red sources. And a Gorilla Shaman. Okay, Wrath off the top. Wrath. Nope. think we just have to strands again right now. Again, hope to draw Breath Weapon. From a comment, I learned that Breath Weapon is like 7 or 8 ticks right now. Had no idea. They're gonna attack with Shaman? They do. I wonder if I just save the strands, because then if I draw Monarch or Initiative creature off the top, it's better. I'm gonna take 1 hit. And strands next turn. I still have an Ephemerate to save my thing. Go to 12. They have 2 cards. They have double synth in play though. Gorilla Shaman. I mean, it's good. Start killing as much as I can. Now do I tap out to kill a synth? No way. I just have to kill triple, or I guess only kill 2 blood. Telegraphs that I have Ephemerate, but I have to leave it up, I think. Or do I just kill blood? I can kill blood later. They're just going to sack it anyway. Perfect. Discarding Gorilla Shaman. You really shouldn't bring in Gorilla Shaman against this deck. It does very, very little. Maybe they just think they don't have sideboard cards, but I think with that deck, it's better to not sideboard. Okay, we get to eat 2 creatures now. Oh no, Gorilla Shaman damage gets prevented. That's funny. So I guess do this right. Block here, flashback strands. I don't want to take 6. What is this? Another rebirth on synth. Ooh, a lightning bolt that they cannot deal damage with this turn. That's really good for me. Are they just casting it anyway? Just to see if I like do something? Oh, they have a blast runner. Okay. Breath Weapon off the top. Who believes? Who believes? Do I want to gain life?
He's beginning to believe.
Go up to 14. Huh. Okay, that gets their last card. And then I can actually draw cards with that. It was a Goblin Bushwhacker? Jeez. Okay, they get a spell they can't use. It's an Implement. And now their Goblin Tomb Raiders are turned off as well. Let's go. Can we do this? Do I need to Ephemerate Dawnbringer Cleric to gain life, or can I draw cards? I think I need to draw cards. Hope they just don't draw a burn spell to interact with my Ephemerate. I need to block Ephemerate, I think. Okay. It's good to know about that, too. Shouldn't have played it main 1. I like basically need to find Wrath, right? So I can trade off my Gorilla Shaman at this point. I can eat a 1/1. It doesn't matter what I block because I'm going to Ephemerate the Refurbished Familiar. I guess what I could have done is refurbished during their draw step. Then they would have had to draw an instant, but I think this line that I took is actually better. Ephemerate. Draw. Okay, it's another draw. It's fine. Then we get to draw off this too. Have a lot more looks. Can also draw more prismatic strands. And we are really drawing lands this league, huh? Jeez. If they draw like anything, I'm dead. That kills us. Damn. Because now we block 4 things and die. Pretty rough start. God, I can't even. Magic Online can't even let me draw cards to see how close I was. That felt pretty bad. It felt like, I mean, we mulled to 5 versus 7. We somewhat stabilized. We drew a lot of cards. We gained life. We did what we could. Felt like I played well that game. Again, also I maybe should have won the game against Terror, playing Huntsfell Pierce. That was rough. Let's go round 3. Let's try to fight back here. All right, O2 bracket. What are we gonna face? Would you like to play first? Yes. We're against White Man. Sketchy name over there. Let's keep. Sand is good. Let's not stop on our own upkeep or on the play. All Goldmire Bridge into Great Furnace, Wildfire most likely. Swamp into nothing. Got plains here. Ooh, refurbished familiar. Great. Exactly what I wanted. Now I can go bridge, familiar, cleansing wildfire next turn. Sign in blood. Are we against mono black control? Are gonna have gray merchant? Just on the draw, turn 2 sign in blood. Fungal infection. Okay, bridge. I don't need to play Inspector this turn. I can play it later. I'm still just going to Wildfire. Just get another white source, I suppose. I like having a lot of white sources. We're really ramping this game. Ramp and growth draw a card every turn. And, ooh, that's good against us in general, but yeah, Edict is really bad against us. Strands is pretty bad against them. Most likely. Let's get Mountain this time. Wow. 20 to 21 lands really doing it for us, huh? Yeah, we just really don't care about edicts though, so that's nice. Sure. Nice. Slamming that. No question about it. I should have probably played Dawnbringer first to play around another edict. I could play it I could play it second. They could instant speed edict me now, but sure. I think I'm just gonna gain 2 life. I don't care about trying to keep them off Angler or something weird. If they have a removal spell, it's kind of scary for them to play it because I could have Ephemerate. But I guess they don't know that. Okay. I was gonna forge, but maybe I just lost well because if I keep finding gas, like, and make a 4-1, it's kind of better in this matchup. Bottom, top. Thraben Charm just continues to not impress, huh? Stash. Get a treasure. Could keep land in case they like have a wrench mind or something. I'm actually going to do that. What do they have in hand? That they're just not casting anything? Okay. That's mono black control in 2024, I suppose. We have like probably nothing for this matchup. Dawnbringer seems bad. Soda Strand seems really bad too. Oh, they said GG. GG. I'm just gonna do this. I feel like they might have like Phyrexian Ragers and stuff, and if I'm wrong, and these, I mean, it's not like the strands would be good anyway. Sounds good. Gonna Cleansing Wildfire my bridge, get a plains. Sign in Blood on the play this time, no discard. This is essentially draw 2 cards, just put one of them into play. Strands, nice. I think we might Faith this looting next turn. Try to draw more lands if we don't. Really want to just keep hitting land drops. Duress. I guess they're taking Breath Weapon, Ephemerate, or Gal Blast. I don't know. Just depends what they have. Feel most likely Ephemerate. That's my prediction. Oh, they said well played. Thanks. Really nice opponent here. Always like to play against friendly opponents. Definitely, if I don't draw in, I'm definitely leading on looting, and they take it. Okay. Now I can flashback looting, or I can just play Inspiring Overseer. This gives me 2 chances out of land, and I think that's the most important thing. Not the value right now, but just hitting lands. Discard Breath Weapon, Strands, play land, pass the turn. That was a great draw. Cycle Troll, nice. Mono black updated with Troll. Another swamp. I feel like I just go Palace Sentinels. The only way I lose is if they go kill Palace Sentinels, play Thorn of the Black Rose, which could definitely happen, but I mean, they don't even, yeah. If it's not that, then I'm fine. Strands, counter that. This deals damage. Oh, they still get to gain the life? Yeah, it still resolves, and you gain X life. Doesn't get countered. It just deals X and gains X, where X is the number of swamps. So it's not like it matters if the damage is dealt. That's cool. It's a cool interaction. Okay, let's find some more lands. I will say that the looting was good here. They duressed it, and then the flashback still found us the land we needed, so. They're supposed to be the ones monarching us. Overseer or Elementalist get back Cleansing Wildfire. Let's try to hit a land right now. Not sure what they're thinking about here. You know what's possible in this build? We could just play some number of Spirited Companion as well. Nice, we hit the land. And we turned on our Galblast too. And it was another white source, so now we'll have Ephemerate. Oh, I should have blasted there probably. Dang. It was just a mistake, I guess. Just get rid of this. Maybe I should have kept the Thraben Charm. I can exile their graveyard if they try to like rebuy stuff. I only have 3 cards though. I'm slamming Paladin, getting planes. If they don't have a spell in response to the initiative, then they get blown out. And even if they do, they're not that close to taking back these emblems. This emblem has been broken on Magic Online for so long. Like the art just goes to this. It's been like I think years. Planes, play planes. I guess they go land edict and get us, but that's okay. I guess the Raven's actually kind of good. Maybe I just discard a Gallblast or a bridge. I'm not worried about like dealing them damage. Flashback edict, I think. Corrupt target me. Okay, well, Strand's coming back in. Yeah, corrupt resolves. Innocent blood. Wow, they're kind of doing it. They do only have 1 card left, but okay. I'm gonna go Lost Well here. If we find the other strands, it's actually pretty good. Prevents us from getting corrupted out of the game. We can start doing a lot each turn now, though. Like we could pretty easily find another Paladin here, and there it is. Bottom, top. Wait to enter the Paladin. Take the initiative. Stash. I guess I play around Edict. Draw. Pass the turn. Now they basically need to go like corrupt into corrupt. The Jukabog. Okay, that breaks up our late to dinner loop, but that's okay. Flashback edict. Sure. Do I do this? I go catacombs. Then maybe I attack for 3 and then ephemerate. Also don't need to use my treasure, I don't think. Also don't even necessarily need to ephemerate yet. But I do want to kind of get the throne, maybe get a refurbished familiar, get their last card, and then maybe I rat lock them. Start by attacking. Then we'll ephemerate the Goliath Paladin right now. Go throne, refurbished, top 10. No, but there is a free Elementalist. I could also Dawnbringer to gain life since I already have Elementalist. Sounds like really bad, but I think it is safer. I think it's actually safer. Gain 2. Overseer. Oh, I can't Elementalist back anything unless I Galblast face right now. Sure, I'm fine with that. I guess they could have a Wrath, but so be it. Shattered Landscape. Landscape's been solid. Cycled twice already, surprisingly. Rebound. Let's just get back Ephemerate. And then get a land. We'll get Swamp. Cleansing Wildfire. Let's attack with everything. They say good deck versus bad deck. Oh well, maybe that's true. I don't want to say that, but they are probably right. They're at 9. I guess I can't quite kill yet, but I can cycle this. Don't find anything. Cycle Clue. Now I don't need to play Thraben. Play land. Play Galvanic Blast. Pass. All right, GG's. Good luck in the rest. Beat Mono Black. We're back. We're back on the board. 1 and 2. Let's go round 4. All right, 1 and 2. Welcome to round 4. We're against Spartano. Man, this hand, this freaking Thraben Charm. I don't know. Oh no. Not what I wanted to see with this hand. Was pretty close to mulliganing, but I was like, maybe I'll be in a slower matchup. No, just going off here. We got value. That deck like always hits off its synth because everything in the deck costs 1 mana. Just sack Implement to deal me 1. That's a start. But then into Rebirth. Probably just drew that. Chain Lightning. We can't redirect it. So we take 4, go to 13. They have a big board. This art Chain Lightning. And then our Thraben Charm literally doesn't do anything. Not like a Terminate would be that good here either. Oh, we are just so dead. My bad for keeping this hand. I mean, again, hoping we were against pretty much any other matchup. with this draw specifically. And obviously we hoped to draw something other than lands. Classic timing here. Maybe draw Galvblast, kill this. Maybe they have all lands in hand. But they also have a blood to draw another card, so looking pretty rough. Jesus. All right, let's go to the next one. Same sideboard plan that we've been doing. Do like the Gorilla Shamans. Take out a lot of 4 and 5 drops, and this card that's not very good. Maybe just 2 Thraben Charm side, 0 main, but I could also go down to like 1 Dawnbringer main, 1 Thraben Charm main, because like it is nice to have some answers for enchantments in the main. But yeah, I don't know. Thraben Charm has just been really bad. I'm gonna keep. Same looks fine. Turn 2 Wildfire. We can looting away some lands. Should be able to function. It looks bad, obviously, but we'll see if this looting can do anything. We have a turn 2 Cleansing Wildfire on the play. I don't think we're supposed to mulligan that, especially when we have this looting to filter. I guess we lead on Drossforge Bridge. We get somewhat punished if we draw Thraben and want to cast it on 2. Maybe I lead Rustvale Bridge. I was thinking get Plains and then Cleansing Wild, or then play Plains, then Cleansing Wildfire for Swamp. But then I don't need triple black. I just like leading on Drossforge Bridge. Meanwhile, opponent on the multi-6. No play. Ephemerate, I like that. Cleansing Wildfire us. I like a lot of white sources. I'll get Plains. In that case, getting Mountain may have been better there. Because now I can't looting and Galvanic Blast. Okay, well, it looks like we're most likely not getting punished. Because I can go Rustvale Bridge, Novice Inspector. I'm going to plan to just blast this, I think. I can also try to go for Ephemerate on my Novice Inspector, but I just don't need to do that yet. I could block Ephemerate, potentially. Goblin Blast Runner, sure. Another Tomb Raider. Third Tomb Raider, geez. Okay, so now I can go block Ephemerate, kill another one. Block. Galvanic Blast, the original. Ephemerate. Start stacking some clues. Ephemerate that. Let's go Faithless Looting. Jesus. Jesus. Okay. Discard some of those. Leave up Plains. I can't play a Refurbished Familiar if I draw it, but I want to crack Clue. Okay, Breath Weapon, Breath Weapon. There we go. Now I'm going to play Mountain, Pass, and Chump. And then Breath Weapon on the next turn. I can crack Clue here. Looting still filtered through 2 lands, so it did that. Yes, let's go. Even if they have Bushwhacker here, they hit another synth. Okay. Not land Bushwhacker. Goblin Bushwhacker. No. No! Jesus! Okay, I can rat their board, but I'm taking so much. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I go to 1. Man. Okay. If I play around Goblin Grenade. Jesus. I guess I go Faithless Looting because we could draw exactly Strands, which we may prefer to cast. Okay. Discard some more bridges. Play Mountain. Pass the turn. Just thinking if I want a Breath Weapon right now, because they could have a haste creature, I guess. Probably also just going to get bolted, but. I think this works on this anyway, right? Man, GG's. Just not our league. 1-3. Let's finish it out. See you in round 5. All right. Getting stomped today down in the 1-3 bracket. Let's keep this hand. This hand looks fine. What are we against? Maybe mono white? Play bridge, pass. Yeah, it looks like mono white. Okay. I guess Strands is okay against them. Okay, I'll probably just cast that down. They discard a Battle Screech. That's good. Dawnbringer Cleric. I am snap exiling that Battle Screech. That was a good Dawnbringer. Okay, sweet. Hit another land. So we have to watch out for Guardian's Pledge is like the main thing. No removal spell in response there is bad for us. The fact that we didn't have a removal spell in response, I'm trying to say. I'll crack right now. Maybe we hit a bridge. No, but we hit a 5th land. Kind of risky to play the initiative, but we can just start trading it back and forth, and then I do have a Strands. I can also wait one more turn, put the Strands into the yard, and then that way play initiative and then hold on to it for a while. Excuse me. Oh, they discarded a Thraben Charm. Sure. So Thraben Charm also does kill Paladin, which is kind of annoying for me. I think I just wait, try to draw another untap land, or even a tap land here. That works. Now I get plains. Now I'm in a much better position to play Paladin on the next turn, or wait one more turn, play the Strands, play another Wildfire, and then play the Paladin with Strands in the yard. That's another option. They're not doing that much here, so. Kind of like our position. Another informant. Sure, I mean they're playing 3 mana or 2 mana 3/2 loot, and we're playing 1 mana or 3 mana 1/2 draw card. I like the draw card side of that. Ooh, Battle Screech though that they can flash back. Recommission on the Rafine's informant. All right, they're doing it. Connive again, and then flashback Battle Screech also. They might just go too wide here for us. I mean, we do have strands, but we can't eat their board with strands, which kind of sucks. And we're down to 14. Yield to these. Another strands. I like that. Wildfire here. Get white. Oh, I shouldn't have tapped planes. Dang, that was bad. That was really bad. Most likely not punished for it, but we'll see. Hopefully they go for a big attack into Guardian's Pledge. I feel like they might. But no, this is like I think they're gonna Guardian's Pledge here. Six, seven, 8, 9, 10, going to 4. I do want to put strands in the yard anyway, so I need to just cast it now. Because then I can start initiativing with protection up. They only have 2 cards in hand. Goliath Paladin, get Swamp. I'm gonna play Swamp even though I have Faithless Looting, I think. Actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I just cast Faithless Looting. Then my graveyard could get exiled with Thraben Charm. I think I just wait. Don't play the Swamp. Yeah, Thraben Charm could be good there. Then this is gonna be Thraben Charm exile, I feel like. Or maybe kill Goliath Paladin. Yeah, they exile my graveyard. Okay. I'm glad I played it the way I did. Draw. 3 Thraben Charms down. Does seem sweet in that deck. I'm just going to do this now. I don't need to block. Strands white. Again, because it's white creatures versus white creatures, we can't block and eat all their stuff like we can in a lot of matchups. I feel like I need to start setting up some loops. So I need to scry. There's Strands and Elementalist. That's exactly what we need. Top, top. Elementalist. They need the 4th Thraben Charm now. Sweet. Now I can start ephemerating the Goliath Paladin. I guess I'd just play land. They need the 4th Thraben Charm to break up this loop, otherwise we lock them out. Pro white. Oh, I get to eat one of their things. Do I want to eat the Lunarch Veteran? Kind of do. Did I choose white? Doesn't tell me. Hopefully. Okay, good. I'm right here. They said it's nice to see you back after your break. Thanks a lot. That's funny, right? Nice to see you back after your break. Concede. Okay. Breath weapons definitely come in. Do they have Journey to Nowhere in their deck? Probably not, because they're just probably relying on a Thraven Charm for removal. I guess Dawnbringer's okay. It like it can exile Battle Screech like we did. Opponent says, "Is this going to be on YouTube?" Landing on it. Um, there's also Gorilla Shaman, which can eat clues. They probably have 8 inspectors in their deck. Hmm. Don't really want to over sideboard either. The Raven Charm is like a 1-for-1 removal is not that good. I'll even one Dawnbringer Cleric and then just probably make one more cut and then do no more sideboarding. I can cut Thraben Charm, I can cut Faithless Looting, I can cut probably one of those two. I could cut a land on the draw, but I don't know if I love that. Definitely need to hit land drops. I feel like the Raven Charm exile their graveyard's just not very good. I don't want them to have like multiple journeys after I side out 2 enchantment removal spells either. I'll just play on hard casting strands. I think that's good in this matchup. This matchup doesn't seem that easy for us though. It seems kind of difficult. Okay. What? What is this league? Oh my god. Please, deck. Reaper Familiar, you're gone. We're on 4. I like keeping these cards. Bridge. Okay. First step down. Now we need them to go as wide as possible. Core Skyfisher. Okay, our breath weapon doesn't even kill that. At least we drew land. We could use a Cleansing Wildfire. Gorilla Shaman to kill their clues would have been sick. Eagles is sweet in their deck too. They have a nice deck. I like it. Ooh, they could have Dust to Dust in their deck. That is scary. I think I want to just wait on Breath Weapon and try to get an even bigger Breath Weapon. So just need to cantrip right now. Okay, Refurbish Familiar is good. Oh no, now my Breath Weapon doesn't even kill that. I think I just take a bunch of damage here. And then I can go Refurbished Familiar and try to set up some like Breath Weapon blocks. Okay, now I just played Bridge, Refurbished, plus Dawnbringer. And then next turn, set up some block. Oh, they discarded that? I didn't even realize. What a line. Could have attacked with Inspiring Overseer. Just played a little too fast. We actually might be able to come back. Another Grange. They also have to not have Guardian's Pledge, and they have triple clue, so it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, that's for sure. Okay, I think I'm just taking a bunch of damage. Oh, they have the pledge. I'm just gonna cast it. Or they're gonna crack clue. Oh, Thraben Charm kill my blocker. 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Go to 6. I can kill 2 of their creatures next turn if I can double block. The Granges were really good. Bugler, another thing that doesn't die to breath weapon. Jeez. Get Thraben Inspector. I'll keep trying. Maybe Strands into Initiative or Monarch. And nothing for the opponent. Wait, I have to let damage happen too. Go to 3. Okay. Crack clue. Guardian's Pledge. Oh, they have their own strands. Makes sense. Okay, we got crushed here. There's the Thraben Charm off the top. Um, maybe Dawnbringer is like okay because it's like a body that can exile stuff from their graveyard, but I think maybe Gorilla Shaman's okay too. They so often for like the first like 5 or 6 turns, they're gonna have like so many clues sitting there. Maybe 1. No, I'll try it. Over what though? Go down on a land? Sure. Not like this. Okay. I think I'm putting back Dawnbringer Cleric here. Let's play Bridge, pass. Could have played Thraben on 1, but I'd rather just start playing tap lands. Ooh, refurbished. That is good. Can play that next turn. I think the dog might need to go out. I need to check on him in a second here. All right. He went out. He's good. We're back. I am going to lead on Refurbished Familiar. You discard a card, please. And it's another Battle Screech. Let's go land. Pass. Plan to just crack clue here. He hates staying up here. Here, you want to get comfy? Come down here. All right. Fiend's Informant, sure. He's trying to go down already. He used to like to sit up here with me sometimes. 1 second. Okay, Connive Trigger resolves. Discard a Guardian's Pledge. Play a land. 4 cards. Crack clue. Untap land. Nice. Let's go. Strands. Best card we could have drawn. No attacks at all. Might need to double block. Another removal spell. Perfect. I guess they can flashback Strands here potentially. But Obviously, I'm slamming Palace Sentinels that turn. Core Skyfisher bounce Inspector. Yeah, sure. Gorilla Shaman, kill, kill. That would be sick. Okay, there's the Battle Screech. We're actually okay here. Ooh, Familiar. That's actually great also because now I can go Familiar. They discard another card, and then I can have Strands up. And then I can, because I have two black creatures now, I can eat two creatures if they attack to try to take the Monarch. They discard a Bugler. No attacks. Just sit here monarching, and there's the Gorilla Shaman. The aforementioned. Ooh, exile 2 lands. That could keep them in this game for sure. Strands white. Wanted to get that in the graveyard. What a game here. We got a game. No red sources for us now. Land. Nice. And a red source. I think I'm actually safe to go Shaman, blow up Clue, blow up Clue. They'll crack one. But then I still have Flashback Strands for this turn, and maybe they can't even attack. We're not in a rush to fire off Gal Blasts. Okay, looking good. Wow, they're just getting in? I think I just killed 2 birds, Flashback Strands. Yeah, it's just too much value to not do this. I could kill the core Skyfisher as well, but I can blast that later. So I don't know if I was F6'd. Not anymore. Flashback Strands. Name white. What is this? Oh, they're gonna Strands black. Okay, sure. Then I Strands white. Strands battle, sure. Okay, Rustvale Bridge is actually really good. I think I want to. Oh, they're gonna have Strands to potentially protect the Monarch after taking it. I need to Galblast this turn because I I mean I could Galblast right now and then they Strands it. But if I wait for them to attack, somewhat of a dilemma. I blast the core Skyfisher. I do have 3 artifacts right now. And I could play a 4th bridge. Then they're gonna flashback the Strands, most likely, attack with all 3 flyers. And then at that point, it's hard for. Oh, I guess I could just play another Palace Sentinels to take the Monarch back. Here, 1 sec again. Geez, the dog. All right, I'm distracted in this intense situation here where I'm not sure exactly how to play it. I guess I wait for attacks because then I'm going to be able to attack back, take the Monarch most likely. So I'm just going to go Rustvale Bridge, pass. I do draw a card from Monarch 2. No attacks. Ardent Elementalist. It's a fine draw. Another Dust to Dust would also be brutal. Range. Putting the counter there to make a 4/3. I mean, I can double block that. See what they attack with. Okay, so now let's go Galv Blast this. They'll probably have to Strands. Tapping their creature. I have 4 artifacts as well. Oh, they have Guardian's Pledge? Oh no. For some reason wasn't thinking that they had that. Okay. So now I have to take a huge hit. They take the Monarch. I don't think I can block at all. Oh wait, how much damage is this? 6, 16? Okay, I'll go to 4. They have 1 card in hand. They'll draw a card from Monarch. Play another creature is annoying. Try to eat the clue. Or they're just gonna crack. They just crack now. They crack. Okay, we need to draw something. Terminate. So they have prismatic. They have strands in the yard. I need to get through with creatures of 2 different colors. And somehow survive. This is tough. At 4. Alternatively, I can play Palace Sentinels. But then they're still taking the Monarch back this turn. It's really close. Also, is there anywhere where I can just play Terminate? And Cleansing Wildfire is what I'm asking. So what if I attack with Refurbished Familiar, Palace Sentinels, and only those 2? Then they have to flashback strands named Black in order for me to not take the Monarch. That's good. What about only attack? What about attack with just Refurbished Familiar only? I think I like that, because then they flashback strands named Black. Then I play Palace Sentinels. Then I'm in a pretty bad spot against their flyers, I suppose. I could give them the Monarch for 1 more turn, play 2 removal spells this turn, and then play Palace Sentinels next turn. I like it. Also down so incredibly far on time, but I mean, I think I should have enough time to finish the game. Okay, they just give me the Monarch. So that being the case, I think I want a Cleansing Wildfire this turn and just get more mana. I can get another red source. I'm at 4. I can go kill, block, and then I have ground blockers. No, I'm just going to leave. I could just Galv Blast the core Skyfisher right now. They have to strands. It's probably better. I do have to start playing a little faster, so I have to just start making some decisions. Draw. Strands. Okay, Familiar's not too bad. Another Guardian's Pledge. Or Dust to Dust. This is a really interesting game. I feel like this is Dust, and they're killing a Familiar. Kill the core Skyfisher. We have 3 blockers. We're not dead on board, so that's good. Could also go to 1. Don't really want to go to 1 though. Then I have to double chump if I want to go to 2. So actually, I go to 1. Okay. I also only have 2 artifacts in play right now. Bugler, geez. Okay. Bridge. At 1, so I think I'm dead. I can try to make them scared to attack by not playing Wildfire into a removal spell, but I don't think that will work. Great match here. GG's. Little 1-4. 4-1, 5-0, 4-1, 1-4. Damn, just destroyed my record with the deck. I still think the deck is pretty good. Those draws just did not work for us at all. Man, that was rough. All right, let's go to the deck. I feel like I'm supposed to keep Thraben Charm in the main deck, but it's just so bad. I think just sometimes those type of draws are going to happen with this type of deck. I can't even remember what changes I was thinking about during the league. Like maybe we want like another cast down and or Galv Blast, but oh yeah, 2 Dawnbreakers main is also kind of a lot. Maybe just play another removal spell over the Dawnbreaker, but again, we are already getting low on white creatures for strands, so I don't know about that. Honestly, I'm just not sure what else to change at this point. I don't think you should look too much into the 1-4. I'm still happy with the deck. Just didn't quite get there this league. You saw me just like complaining and joking around, like, oh, come on. Like, so many times our draws were just underwhelming. And again, I've experienced that with Boros and Ish in the past. But I guess not sure what else to change. I think I still like 21 lands, even though it felt like we were getting a little flooded here. Still like all the Monarch and Initiative creatures. Gonna keep them. One card I do want is a Stonehorn Dignitary. Cut a Dawnbringer Cleric, play another 4-drop. Okay, that's one thing I wanted. Did I spell Dignitary wrong? I'm sure I did. Yeah. Could even cut like a Palace Sentinels and or a Goliath Paladin for the Stonehorn. Play another cheap card. Play like one Spirited Companion or another Inspector. That wouldn't be bad. But I think I would just go with this. This looks like we have like infinite 4-drops, but I mean, more realistically, the curve is like this. It's still a ton of 4-drops, but I mean, we're a Cleansing Wildfire deck, so we want to hold a lot of our power there. I think that's all the thoughts I have. I think the build is in a good spot. I really like the Black Splash for Refurbished Familiar in this deck still. One more thing I'll mention. I think there was a comment or I read some on somewhere interacting with my content like, oh, Refurbished Familiar is good, but it's not as good as Murmuring Mystic, talking about like Jeskai Ephemerate. But we're a completely different deck than Jeskai Ephemerate. Jeskai Ephemerate is a blue-based control deck that uses like Ephemerate loops in the late game to loop back Counterspell and control the game. We're a white-based creature Prismatic Strands deck that we have some loops going on with Strands, Elementalist, Familiar, Ephemerate, but we're a Strands emblem deck. So we're just a completely different deck than Jeskai Ephemerate. So it's not like playing Murmuring Mystic in this deck I don't think would be better than Familiar. I think Familiar is better than Murmuring Mystic in this deck. But although, I mean, Murmuring Mystic would be okay. It would be solid. But if anything, I want like more white creatures to play in this deck. But that being said, that'll wrap up this video. Thanks so much for watching. YouTube.com/snapbolt. Not the result we want today, but we'll get them next time. Peace.